All right, I'm back in my utility room here, and this is a real small room. I've shown it on some other videos, and I want to talk about when I was shot, what was going on the night I was shot. I had burglar alarms going off. I was saying that burglar alarms that are in my attic were going off, okay, and they were repeatedly going off. I had tie wired them doors. If you remember that, I showed you that. And I was coming through the house. I was going to go out this back door. That was my plan. It was a different door at the time, but like my bedroom door, it was bolted shut, and so I had to unbolt it. And so to do that, I had my shotgun with me. My shotgun is 48.5 inches long. This is 48 inches right here, this stick, and I brought it just to give you an idea how long that gun is. I mean, it's a long gun, and of course 12 gauge is a big gun. And I had that, and I was concerned. I had a home invasion going on. I'm by myself, and so I come in here and I set this gun down, or this gun, because I had to open this door either on the washer dryer or behind me, and before I can even get to the door, okay, I'm right here, I fall to the ground, boom, okay, I didn't even know what happened. I get right back up and I fall right back down. My foot is literally just flopping on my leg at the time, and I look down. And I see the blood, and you know, oh wow, what happened here? I mean, I really didn't know what happened. I was literally ambushed. At that time, I didn't know that I was shot from under this cabinet, and that's what I'm telling everybody, because that's what the evidence tells me, and I'm going to get to how I figured that out. But at the time, all I knew is I got shot. Okay. What had happened earlier in this day is my cell phone disappeared, okay, and I couldn't find it anywhere, and so I had the cordless phone in my shirt pocket. I had a pullover with a shirt pocket right here, and so I go to call 911 to get help, and the phone's dead. And I really believe that they disconnected my phone lines. They tried to kill me in my house. I mean, that's what I believe. They tried to kill me in my house. I then screamed as loud as I could, "Help!" And it was total silence. So at that point is when I crawled out of this room right here and through my house, and I went back to my bedroom, and then I went through the bedroom. I believe what I did was try to get the phone to work over there, and then finally decided that I needed to get help. And that's when I crawled out the front door, and you've seen a picture of that. And so, anyway, that's really what got me. You know, what happened here is I didn't know what happened. I pulled myself into my truck. Actually, when I got outside, I screamed help a second time, and it was silence, you know. And I mean, everybody in 2 blocks could hear this. And I pull myself in my truck, and I drive to the 7-Eleven on the corner of Wadley and Midland, and I pull up to a car next to me, and I'm honking my horn, roll down my window, and I'm telling them to call 911 that I've been shot. And next thing you know, a female Hispanic police officer, MPD detective shows up, climbs into the front seat of my truck, and so and I'm telling her what happened, you know, and what had been happening, you know. I mean, I'd been 14 months of break-ins. I'd already called the police, I think 4 times before that in that 14 months. I'd called the Texas Rangers, I'd called the FBI, told my friends, told my family. I'd collected all the evidence, and now I'm shot, and this is what I was telling her was happening. So then the ambulance gets called, and I get taken to the hospital, and I'm at the ER. Okay, and then of course here's the police officer up there. The same detective is up there, same person, female Hispanic detective, and has a digital recorder. And she asked me, "Which direction were you shot?" Well, I didn't know the answer to that at the time. I really didn't. But I'm trying to put it back together. I was walking to the back door, and I fell to the ground. And boom! I fell to the ground. The only thing I could figure is that somehow I missed these burglars who were breaking my house. They knocked my gun over, and it shot me in the back of my foot. Okay, and so I mean, really, that's my guess, and so you know, I mean, I just had no idea. She's sitting there with a digital recorder, right, and she is grilling me, and she's saying, yeah, but it was an accident, right? It was an accident, right? But it's an accident, right? She's stopping it, and I finally, frustrated, in shock at the ER, I finally said, yeah, it was an accident, it wasn't my accident, and she's stopping that digital recorder, you know, and I had no idea at the time, you know, I mean, I literally was like, thank God the police are finally going to do something about these crimes, and I had no idea that, you know, that any suspicion that the police would actually be involved in it. The other thing I said is, there's proof at my house. There's proof at my house. And the proof was a digital recorder that I had, that I was recording and I was talking into that night. And it recorded these burglar alarms going off. It recorded a home invasion. Of course, that makes it a capital offense. You know, it's not just a murder attempt. It's a capital murder attempt because it was done during the commission of a felony. The felony was a home invasion because I had people breaking into my house setting off burglar alarms. And I had the proof at my house, right? That proof is stolen. It's gone. It's been gone. You know, I haven't never seen it, but it's documented because the nurse was at the ER that night writing it down, and what I was saying, that there's proof at my house, and that proof is stolen. But what I have in its place is pictures of these people dressed like police, right? It's sneaking in my house with bags and stealing evidence, right? And of course the police report says no police were here, no police were dispatched here. Send the mayor, asked him, nothing back. Sent the city council, no. Can you identify these? No, but didn't get nothing back from them. And so that's really where we're stuck. But that evidence was stolen from the hospital, and there's the proof that I told them that. So anyways, I'm at the hospital for 7-8 days, and then I finally get released to come back home. I do remember one day they called in a mental health person, okay, and into the room, and I remember this real well, and you know, and I started to get frustrated because I'm trying to explain to them what's happening. And I finally remember telling that to, you know, there was 2 of them, to the psychiatrists or mental health people. And I told them, I said, somebody needs to go to my house and look first. Before anything else is done, somebody needs to come here and look. And nobody has done that since. I mean, since I remember telling that person that. The other thing that happened, I had the first surgery. It was late on January 28th when I shot. And so I didn't have surgery until January 29th, early that morning, okay? And then after that, then the doctor come in and talked to me, and my whole family was there, and recommended amputating my leg below the knee. Okay, and he wanted me to, we need to go in and have a second surgery and clean it out and you know, a little bit more, and I want you to think about this, and you know, they wanted to amputate he wanted to amputate my leg. Well, you know, when it comes time for me to make that decision, I look over at my dad that's standing there, and my dad's like, he's younger and he's shaking his head no, and I mean, this is my dad. I know him. He knows something. And he's telling me no. And so I chose no. I hadn't talked to my dad in about 3 years, so that's sort of hard. Anyways, I'll never forget. Whole family sitting there. A surreal moment. And I yell at them after the doctor left. And I said, this is y'all's fault. I tried to tell you somebody was breaking in my house. You wouldn't listen to me. I hardly even talk to my family anymore, and I'm sorry about that. You know, that I even said that. I know they didn't plan on somebody trying to